Hi again for like the first time in a couple months. My hair's pink. Oh, isn't it nice? And today, well, I wanted to do a video. I just didn't really know what, so I went to go to my list, and like at the very top of my list is this suggestion that I should do a video about DDR, which is Dance Dance Revolution. And the reason I'm doing this video is because just like 2 weeks ago, the place where I would, when I had time, and actually when I had the motivation to, the place I would go to play DDR shut down. It was a bowling alley. They closed it down, and I don't know what they're going to do with that whole empty bowling alley. Like, I don't know who bought it. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Point is, I really want to do a video about DDR because I don't really know where else to go to play it in town. And it's like my favorite, well, one of my favorite video games. I was like, I stinking love this game, and I could talk about it for a really long time. I think when I was, 15, maybe younger, I had to have been like 14 or 15 when I first learned about DDR, a freshman in high school. And I played in the movie theaters, I played in the arcade. We used to have a Tilt in town, a Tilt arcade, which I guess is everywhere because they have them in Hawaii. I played it all the time as soon as I learned about it because I stinking love music. I don't know why, I really like Guitar Hero too. I like games of that variety. I played 4th and 5th mix to start with, and I really didn't care for most of the songs in 4th and 5th mix, so I'm not going to go into that, but it got super addicting really fast. I played Extreme when it was at the bowling alley. That got shut down. And I also played Supernova. And when I went to Chicago, I asked all my friends, we need to go find an arcade or a bowling alley or something that has a DDR machine. And we did, and I versed my friend, who's not really my friend anymore, at DDR. And I won because he sucked. It was great. So I first started playing with a friend of mine, Francisca, who I met in my choir class, and she is really good. She dances folklorico, which is Mexican dance I don't really know a lot about, so I'm not going to go into detail. But she danced DDR, and she one day decided, let me take my friend Nicole because she's cool. I am cool. So she took me to the Tilt arcade, which is at one of our malls, and taught me how to play, and I was terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay, so when I first started playing, every single time one of the arrows would fly up on the screen, I would step sideways or forward, backward, and I would hit the pad when the arrow flew by, and then bring my feet right back into the center middle area where there's nothing. It was like learning how to jump rope when you jump once, and then you kind of bounce a little bit on your legs. I know this is not just a thing that I did. After I got really good at the game, and I saw people doing that thing, oh my gosh, it would drive me crazy. Don't do that. Don't bring your feet back into the center. You need to leave them on the pad so you can move them forward and backwards faster. And the time it takes to bring them back to the center it's just not good. It'll waste time. So don't do that if you're a person who's just starting to play DDR, but you have learned something great from me. Also, I got a room ring. It's a whale. Anyways, I started playing with my friend Francisca, and I eventually started like hanging out with her weird boyfriend who was like 5 or 6 years older than her. We were in high school. He was like 20, 21. It was weird. It was not comfortable for me. And he played on freaking expert, and I was like amazed. Like I was a little child, and this tall, skinny, lanky dude who was selling cocoa knives was playing on expert. You could hardly see his feet move, and I was like, oh, I need to be like this good someday. Oh my god. To witness it in person is such a trip. I played with them, and then I played with one of my friend's exes who, well, I'm not going into that, but I played with him, and he was pretty good too. It's just that he only wanted to play the same song over and over and over again, and I like variety. And I played with a lot of my friends from high school. Like, I at least made them play once, and most of my friends weren't really into it, so I was kind of left on my own spending, oh my gosh, I spent so much money on DDR in my life. I probably put over $1,000 into DDR. Maybe more. I don't know. Who knows? But I put a lot of money into that game. If it's like 50 or 75 cents for 3 songs, I have definitely played over 1,000 rounds of DDR. So after a while, I was just playing by myself, and my little sister, and I would be playing at the bowling alley, and my little sister would be like, I want to play. So I basically, I'm not sure if I really taught her. I'm pretty sure she just picked it up after seeing me and maybe other people play. And me and my sister would play. And then after a while, we started inviting my friend, who I'm not going to call by name, and me and my sister and my friend would all be playing, and we would put so many hours into this. We would play after school, we would play on weekends, and the people there were so nice. They would give us, normally it would be like 50 cents or 75 cents or something for some water, and we would go over there and ask for water because we were freaking sweating and like panting and dying and falling over and like laying down on the metal pad for the DDR machine, and they would give us water for free. And it was awesome, and they were like super cool, and gosh, I'm so sad that it shut down. They had Extreme and they had Supernova, which I played all the time. Not so much Supernova. I mean, I did play it like a decent amount, but I played Extreme a lot. Like, Extreme is like my main favorite game. Such a good game. Such a good game. So many good songs. So I was playing with them, and we got free water, and we put a whole bunch of money into these machines. Basically, me and my sister Sam and my friend all play on some level between standard and heavy or expert, whichever it is, because they're called different levels on different games. Like, light is sometimes called basic on other games, but I call it light. It's the yellow one, because Extreme has beginner, it's blue. Not all of them have beginner, and then there's yellow, which is light or basic, and then there's standard, which is difficult on some other games, and then there's heavy, which is called expert. And then also Extreme has Oni mode, which is purple, and it's just like challenge mode on other games, and it's fun. That's what it is. Basically, we all play on like standard and heavy. I mostly try to play on heavy, but I'm pretty sure I can't really explain this to non-DDR players, but I play on like 6 or 7 feet. Like, the difficulty is in feet on the games. The feet are lit up based off of the level of difficulty. So it's like 6 or 7 feet standard, and like 7 or 8 feet heavy is about my level. So I would say I'm not bad, but not amazing. Like, I wouldn't record myself and put myself on YouTube. I'm not that good. I wish I was, though. Those people are awesome. They deserve like all kinds of respect. My younger sister, who learned after me, she plays on heavy all the time. She's probably a lot better than me. She's spent the last couple of times that we went to go play together trying to pass Cartoon Heroes on heavy, which, if you're a player, oh my god, that song is so stinking hard. You'll like pass out halfway through the song because your feet can't move that fast and your body needs to chill. I'm gonna go into a list of my favorite songs. These are from Extreme and Supernova. Cartoon Heroes, one of my favorite songs. I played on standard, not heavy, because Sam, have you been able to pass Cartoon Heroes on heavy? She does. She tries, though. She tried at least like several times. I can only pass it on standard. So after that, one of my other favorite songs is Bag, which I can pass on heavy as long as I'm playing it on like times 3 speed, because that song is so incredibly slow. And then Love Shine. It's such a good song. It's so upbeat. It's so happy and cute. I played that one on heavy. I think Love Shine is the first song that I passed on heavy. I'm pretty sure that it was either Love Shine or Butterfly, which everyone knows the song Butterfly from DDR. V for Extreme. Always play that song last, because if not, I will fall over and I won't be able to play the next 2 songs unless they're on standard or light. Look to the Sky. Oh my gosh, this song is so cute. It's about like this lady who's like, she's basically like calling out for this person that she misses them, and she's sad, and it's just really cute, and she wants them to come back, and it's really one of my favorite songs. I really like the full version. It's such a good song. R3, heavy. It's stomp, 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 stomp. That song is just basically a lot of angry stomping. I know it's basically what DDR is, but R3 is just a lot of repeated stomping on the same arrow. And these are the songs that I want to pass, but I probably couldn't, even if I tried. Even if I took weeks to try, I probably still couldn't pass them. I'd probably just pass out on the machine. Cartoon Heroes on heavy. The least 100 seconds on heavy. I watched the video and I couldn't even keep up with it, because the beat of the song changes so frequently, or at least I think it does. There's no background beat. There's no like metronome to figure out where you should come in or where you should stop, because it's just piano. It's really difficult. I play it on standard or I play it on light. You know what? We had the machine reset, the Extreme machine reset like twice, and we lost at least 100 seconds twice. So we had to figure out how to earn it. Or some, you know what? Some other people probably earned it, because we aren't really that great at it. But other people we've seen play that game, you can't see their feet moving because they're so good at the game. And we basically watch them, and they're like, hey, you should play with us. And they're like, oh no, we're too good for this. Do you know what I'm saying, Sam? When really good people came into the bowling alley, and they were really, really amazing at DDR, and then they didn't want to verse us, they just left. They were rude. But I'm pretty sure they unlocked all the songs that needed to be unlocked on Extreme and Supernova for everyone else, which is nice. But then they made it so that we couldn't ever get any high scores. My sister got some high scores. I never did. You know what? I don't think I did, except for at the very beginning when we didn't unlock anything when the games were freshly restarted. I think I've only ever got like AA on a song like twice. Rhythm and Police on heavy, I can't pass. And any of the Paranoia songs, I cannot pass on standard or heavy or difficult or whatever. I can't pass any of those songs. They're so difficult to keep up with because of lack of a beat. Same thing with Trip Machine. I don't think I can ever pass Trip Machine. And basically anything on Oni mode or challenge mode, whichever you want to call it, the purple one, I can't pass except for Kakume and My Summer Love. Both good songs, but everything else I cannot pass on Oni mode. And the last thing about DDR that I want to talk about is freaking DDR Mario Mix. So we got this game because we were really into DDR and we thought it would be fun, but it really wasn't. I mean, this is not a game review, but DDR Mario Mix is such a sucky game, you should never purchase it. So Mario Mix has like one good song. It's called Always Smiling. It's probably the best song in the whole game. It's not the hardest song, but we basically passed every song in like a month. You think it took a month, Sam? Yeah, we basically just passed the song, like passed all the songs really fast, and they were all really easy, even on the hardest difficulty. And did we have both plastic pads or did we only have one? We had two freaking plastic pads that we probably destroyed. It was either us or the animals. Those plastic pads were so freaking slippery. I hated them. And me and my sister and my friend literally seriously wanted to put money in towards getting a metal pad, like an arcade pad, so that we could play properly, even though the game sucked. It never happened, obviously, because if it did, I would still have that metal pad. And I would probably be playing DDR games for the Wii. But no, that never happened. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say about DDR. It's such a good game. Really good if you want exercise because it's super addicting and all the songs are really catchy and it's really fun. And if you really like music, if you really like to dance and you want to make like high scores, like you want something to be like proud of, then get DDR. You'll lose weight. You'll like have high scores to be proud of and you'll have fun doing it because all those songs are great. If you're white and someone asks you if you could dance, you could say, yeah, I play DDR, because that's what I say. DDR is basically like gateway dancing for white people. In the comments, which are like right down here, they're in this area right here. Tell me what your favorite DDR song is. Even if you don't play, I mean, most people who don't play DDR still know at least one song from the DDR games. Yeah, that's all. Basically, just tell me what your favorite song is.